have a business idea you want to start, but you don't have that money? You don't have the startup capital to start the business? Or do you have a side hustle idea, but you don't have that capital or you don't have that money to start the business? This video is all about how to generate funds for small scale business. If this is something you are interested in, then keep on watching. Or even if you have someone who wants to start a business but the person does not have a startup capital, you can do well to share this video with them too. I believe you are doing a 9-to-5 job, right? But even if you are not doing a 9-to-5 job, you might probably just get one or two ideas on how to generate funds. So the very first way to generate funds or to start a business without a startup capital is to pre-sell your product. So pre-selling your product, this is something that I actually did. I started this ready-to-wear business, So I got to meet some people like, oh, I'm into clothing and I'm ready to wear and all of that. So I showed them pictures and they're like, oh wow, I love this. Are you sure you can make this? I said yes. And they pay me, and I used that money to go to the market to buy the material and to convert the material into the design they want. So one of the ways to actually start a business without a startup capital is to pre-sell your product. Post your product online, post it. But one thing is you have to have a good integrity base for people to actually trust you with their own resources. So post what you sell online, talk to people. Okay, I sell this, talk to people physically, and people will pay you. Like, even if they're not paying you 100%, they'll pay you like at least like 70% of the product, and you will use that same money to go to the market to buy the product. So that is one way to actually start a business without having a startup capital. Pre-sell your product. Now the second is to bootstrap your business. What is the meaning of bootstrap? Bootstrapping means self-funding. You want to start a business, so there's a level of discipline you should show towards that business you want to start. So for example, let's say, okay, you take soft drinks, you take like 10 per day. Like, okay, that's an exaggeration. Let's say you take a lot of soft drinks, you take a lot of junks and all of that. You're always going to restaurants, you're always shopping, you're always doing this and that. See, you can start cutting down some of those things because you are trying to self-fund your own business. Self-funding means you start like intentionally saving money for that business. There is a video on my channel on habit that makes you go broke. I'm going to link the video right here or right here, and those are habits that makes us go broke. So if you watch that video, some of those things I mentioned there, once you start inculcating it, you realize that you actually have some more money left that you can use to start up a business. So bootstrapping means self-funding. It means you have to like show some level of discipline and start intentionally saving money to start your own business. If you actually watch that video, you know so many ways you can actually save more money to bootstrap your business. Now the third way to get funds for your business without a startup capital is soft loans from bank. So if you are doing a 9-to-5 job, you probably have access to this. Like, if you're receiving your salary in your from a particular bank, you are given like that privilege to actually get soft loans from bank where you get to pay monthly. But make sure that the amount you are requesting for is what you really need. Now the fourth way to get funds for your business without a startup capital is monthly contribution. You can meet 2 to 3 of your colleagues, you can meet people in your office, meet your colleagues and tell them, okay, let us start this monthly contribution of 10,000 naira per month. And okay, we are 5, right? So let's do 10,000 naira per month within the period of 5 months, so that's going to be like 50,000 naira per person. So you can tell them, I want to be the first person to take my own monthly contribution. When the money is being contributed, you get to take the first one, and you can just use that 50,000 naira to start your business. So instead of looking for 50,000 naira as a whole, you just get some of your colleagues to actually do this monthly contribution. Meet with some of your colleagues, even if they are not your colleagues. Maybe you know some people out there that you trust. Make sure you trust those people, please. Make sure you trust them, okay? So that people that you trust, so that you can come into this monthly contribution. Now the very last on how to generate funds for a small scale business without a startup capital is family and friends purse. Family and friends purse is also an effective way to get funds for your business. Before you meet your family and friends, be very sure of what you want exactly. Do you understand? So imagine meeting one of your family members and they're like, okay, how much do you need to start this business? And you're like, okay, when I go to the market, I'm going to ask of the product. It's going to make you look very, very much unserious. So be very, very specific before you go to meet any of your family or your friends. And when they ask you that, how much do you need to start a business? You should have a specific answer to give to them. Do you understand? So I know some of you might not want to meet your friends or some of your family members. That is why I have so many different ideas on how to actually start a business without having a capital. But I tell you, one of the most effective ways to start a business and make profit from it without having a startup capital is to pre-sell your product. This is something I have personally done. Like, I have personally done it. I want you to comment down below that which you prefer the most, or that which you actually like the most out of the ideas. Even if you have other ideas on how to generate funds for small scale business without a startup capital, I also want you to comment down below if you have any other idea. So thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Salah Okolua and you can call me Opipi. You can also do well to follow me on my Instagram page at Talk to Opipi. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.